a Michael Quinn Sullivan effect. You know, the fact is that a lot of you on both sides, on the House and Senate side, are being watched like hawks by these so-called outside groups who are threatening to hold your votes against you come election time. And many of your Republican colleagues, I suspect, while they may not say it in public, will acknowledge privately, they're scared to death of the pressure from these outside groups, and that's driving much of what's going on in the body, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely. And Steve Ogden has repeatedly said that he is very saddened by the demise of what he believes is the Senate reacting to what the Senate has to do, and now allowing the pressure from outside groups to permeate that. And you know, I've heard members tell me on certain bills, I know it's good public policy, Leticia, you got your bill out of committee, but I'm worried about my report card. And the report card could be from any number of the conservative groups, even though they know that that's good public policy. It's about the report card. And what I've tried to at least mention to some of our colleagues is that the phenomenon that we had in primaries is going to be very different in 2008 than we have in 12. In 2008, the Democratic primary was extremely robust. And the reason? We didn't know who our presidential nominee is. Well, in the Democratic Party, we know who our nominee is. The reverse now is true on the Republican primary. They're going to have a robust U.S. Senate, may have a very robust presidential. In that case, all of your independent voters go to where the game is. You know, I had 40,000 new people show up that had never voted in a primary and all of a sudden voted in the Democratic primary in 2008. What that means is the Republican primary is going to have a different dynamic than they normally have. Normally, you're appealing to the hardcore right. Yeah. Well, if all the game is going to be, you're going to have a lot of independents over there, and they're going to have a different type of primary. Sure, it'll be those very conservative voters. But you know who's going to be in the Democratic primary? Our activists, our very base. It's going to be the exact reverse. And so, although my colleagues are worried about the conservative report card, they ought to be worried about the suburban parents. They ought to be worried about those independents who really sway elections. And those folks aren't motivated by what the Democratic Party says or what the Republican Party says. What they're motivated about is classroom size. What they're motivated about is taking care of their great Aunt Sally. What they're motivated about is why their kids are packed into classrooms. That's what they're motivated about. And when they get angry and speak, they shift because they don't have an allegiance to a party. That's who's going to show up in the Republican Party. And if I was a conservative Republican, I wouldn't be really concerned about the report card of a conservative, because you get angry moms in suburbia in those nice little gated communities, that's who they should be fearing.